600 stores. Dollar Tree closing 600 stores this year. CVS closing 900 stores through the end of this year. Walgreens closing 150 stores. Outback Steakhouse has already closed 40 of its restaurants. UPS is cutting 12,000 jobs in 2024. Citigroup cutting 20,000 positions as well. eBay, why not? 1,000 jobs lost there. Microsoft cutting 1,900 positions. Expedia cutting 1,500. Cisco cutting 4,000. Apple cutting 600. It's entertainment too. Regal Cinemas closing 429 locations. Kroger's grocery store chain shutting down 413 stores. It's not affordable to be in retail anymore. Foot Locker closing 400 stores by 2026. Macy's will close 150 locations by 2026. Walmart, already this year, has closed 6 of its supercenters. While the U.S. Senate has passed nearly $100 billion to send to other countries that Joe Biden just signed yesterday, most can't even find Ukraine or Israel on a freaking map, let alone Taiwan. We are paying money that we don't have.
Well, there you go. They go to show you that these devils don't give a damn about you, right? And we've been trying to tell our people that these days was coming. They didn't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? They saying we was being too negative, right? Most of you people outside of this truth don't have no understanding what's going on right now, right? This country has been sold out, right? It's every man for themselves, right? And we want this place. This is what we've been telling you what was coming, right? But you people didn't want to hear it, you know, especially our people. That's who we concerned about, Israelites, right? We're not concerned with so-called black people. We're not concerned with African American people. We're not concerned with Mexican people, because them all bywords, you're Israelites, right? That's what we concerned with our people, right? And they've been scattered throughout this whole earth. So let's get into this. So yeah, we told you this was coming. This is no shock to us, no surprise, and it's gonna get worse and worse. But I know you people really don't want to hear that, but we don't give a damn, right? We have a job to do, right? Matthew 24:32. It says, now learn a lesson from the fig tree. Listen up to this. This New Living Translation, by the way. It says, when its branches bud and its leaves begin to sprout, you know that summer is near. So the summer is near, right? So this is how we understand prophecy. What's going on in the world, the current events, all right? The affairs of this world, we filter those things through the scriptures, right? So a lot of these people, they see all this stuff going on, but they can't put one and one together to understand that America as they know it is collapsing, right? So let's go here. And you know, you got a lot of our people, they think the Bible is about nothing but love. And they go to show you that they don't study and they don't know really what they're involved in, right? What they're into is the religion of Christianity, right? They into these motivational speakers that pose themselves as so-called pastors, right? That's what they into. They not in the study of the Bible and getting to the truth and the wisdom. They into the religion aspect of so-called Christianity in the modern sense of Christianity. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure. Right, I'm gonna go into that word measure. Thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs of these signs pass, which I have told thee before. 2. Then shalt thou understand. It's all about understanding. If you don't understand something, you're going to be lost. And most of our people claim to understand the Bible, but they don't know what the Bible is about, so they have no understanding, right? Remember, just because you read the Bible, that don't mean you understand the Bible, right? Reading and understanding and studying is two separate things. It says that is the very same time wherein the highest, the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, will begin to visit the world which he made, right? So you people have been caught up in work life. You've been caught up in your own aspirations and dreams, overlooking the obvious things around you, right? Because most of our people are spiritually dead, right? That means they operate within the flesh, but the spirit inside of their body is dormant. They don't have no understanding, all right? They just go what they see in front of them, right? 3, therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. So that was like an uproar of the people, that video, right? And you seeing earthquakes everywhere. Taiwan, right? They had an earthquake in what's that? East Coast about a month ago, right? And so on and so forth. You're gonna see more earthquakes. It says, "For then shalt thou well understand." It's all about understanding. And you know, in the world, if you don't understand something, you're gonna be lost. That's why people call a plumber. That's why people call an electrician, right? And etc. That's why people call a mechanic, because they don't understand, right, how to fix the problem. It says that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So the end of this world was declared in the beginning of time, right? And that's something, if you claim to be spiritual, you have to understand, right? 5, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and that's just common sense. So I'm gonna give you an example. So say some of you Jakes had, like, your first car, right? And say the transmission or the engine went out on it, right? It had a beginning and it had an end, right? Now you could have got it fixed, but a lot of times it's not worth it to get it fixed because the money that you have to put into it. So typically people get another car, but it had a beginning and it had an end, right? Let's say you develop a problem with the car, say the engine starts to knock, right? It's letting you know that it's a problem. And eventually, if you don't fix that problem, it will manifest itself and show, it'll lock up or it'll fall apart, right? It says in the end is manifest. So it's plain and obvious that the end will be out here for you to see if you got your spiritual eyes open. It says, even so, the times also the highs have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effect and signs. It says 7, and everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby he have believed. So a lot of you Christians that say you believe and you blessed and highly favored, you know what I'm saying? You'll see these things out of your pure ignorance, but it has no substance. It is folly. You just said it because you heard it growing up. A lot of times you people just regurgitate what you hear in the Christian church, right? Let's go to 8. Shall be preserved from the said perils. I thought God was all love and he was all good all the time and he just want to give you a Mercedes Benz. That's what you people think the Most High is all about. And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. They have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Right, let's jump down to 10. It says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. So they've been blessed through the means of Satan, right? But the Most High is still behind everything, but he controls Satan, right? That's what you people don't understand. You think Satan is doing his own thing, and you people like to say the enemy in the Christian church. The enemy is the so-called white man. That's your physical adversary on this earth. It says 11, and they that have loaded my law. So you Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, or whatever else you want to call yourself. You want to call yourself Puerto Rican. You want to call yourself Jamaican. Whatever you want to call yourself. You hate the law of the Yahweh because the Christian church have tricked you and told you that the law was done away with. But by you not studying and having that fervent spirit to get in all into the truth, you're going to continue to get lied to because you choose to be ignorant. while they yet had liberty, and as yet a place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. Let me give you an example of this. Say if I'm talking to a Jake out there into the streets, right? Right? Just casual conversation, and I might bring some truth out to him, but Jake don't want to hear it, right? He despises it. And he might not be said in a rude way, but Jacob said, I don't believe, Jacob say, I don't believe that, I believe in this and I believe in that. That's a form of despising it, right? And there's other levels to this as well. It says, what's the penalty though? 12, the same must know it after death by pain. I thought God was good all the time. I thought the Bible was just a big love story. I thought it was about loving everybody, right? So you people don't know what the Bible is really talking about, right? And you're putting yourself in the snare. Let's go to this word measure. It says measure the time. So that's what we're here to do, to let you know where we at in this process of prophecy, right? That's something your Christian pastor ain't doing. He telling you to pray for a new home in a Mercedes Benz. Straight up carnality. It says measure, calculate. I like that one. Let's go to this word calculate. It says determine the amount or number of something, right? It says estimate. It says roughly calculate or judge the value, number, quality, extent of, right? So, we telling you, look at this word gauge. It said estimate or determine the magnitude, amount, or volume of, right? So we're giving you a gauge of what's going on, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, right? You're going to have people bugging out. You're going to have a lot of false doctrines, right? You got people bugging out on them false doctrines right now, right? And it's going to get worse and worse. Crime is going to increase. It's going to be very unaffordable to live, right? And they're going to come with the solution, which would be the MOTB. That's why they're going to crash the dollar out. You're going to see some things happen in your lifetime that you thought you'd never see. Right? 2nd Ezra 16 and 18. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mourning. So that's a cut on you people that think the Bible is just a love fest. It's about being nice, right? But that's the witchcraft on you people mind, especially our women, right? Most of our women under this influence of Christianity, when they think if you say anything so-called mean, you're not a man of God. That's what they think. And they think we making this up. But they just in rebellion because I'm reading it out the scriptures. It says the beginning of famine and great death, right? The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? That proves reincarnation. I'm going to go into that a whole nother day. So what you don't know is this world has been ruled by a race of people, Edomites, and they have control of your money. They have control of your life and pretty much all aspects of it, right? So you thought the world was just about you doing your thing, living your best life, YOLO, right? No. Job 14 and 5. But the so-called white man, he can project America to be here to 2050, but it's not, it's through the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, and his days are determined. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the so-called white man can go over 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day over his appointed time to rule. It's over. You know what I'm saying? And we telling you that through the power and spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. You're going to see things happen in your lifetime that you thought you'll never see. All right? Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rachak Kodash. Shalom.